Welcome back. You know, all of us have a gender identity, and for most, it matches the sex we were born with at birth. But it's estimated more than 1.4 million transgender people in the U.S. who feel, to their very core, they were born with the wrong gender.
Tonight, as we continue to work to understand what it's like to be born the wrong gender and the journey it takes for one to correct what they believe is nature's mistake, our Paula Tupman introduces us to a person who transitioned from male to female and the surgery that's helping the process.
This is actually the 3D model of a woman who still looked like the male vessel she was born into until highly specialized surgery gave her the feminine face she was always born to have. Once upon a time, she was a he, though every time he looked in the mirror, he knew what he saw didn't fit with who she really was.
And so I would overcompensate with who I am. I you know, lift more weights, try and grow a beard, do more fashionable men's haircuts. What's David Beckham have? I'll do that.
Today, she is Emily, who can remember those painfully uncomfortable times when she leaned in hard to be the man she was born as in hopes it would erase the femininity she felt. She got married, grew a beard, worked out to bulk up, except 3 years ago, had a hard conversation with herself and her new wife.
It was first pointed out by my wife that every time I look in the mirror, she'd be like, you scowl. And I'd heard this for years and years from her. She's like, you never look happy when you look in the mirror. You're always glaring at your reflection or scowling. And I thought, well, you know, I just don't find myself attractive.
3 years ago, with the blessings of her wife and family, she transitioned. He became a she. But even with the transition, that man face was still there. And so she had that changed in a surgery that's becoming more and more available in the Metro Detroit area.
In 2019, I did about 6 surgeries. In 2020, it was still a little bit low, maybe about 10 surgeries. In 2021, we did about 35. And so far this year, I think we've done about 40 to 50 surgeries.
Facial feminization surgery is one potential piece of the complex puzzle of transitioning from the gender you were born into to the gender you identify as being, despite who biology says you were at birth. Being addressed in sheer millimeters by Dr. Laura Garcia at Henry Ford Health, who puts a fine point on the importance by explaining that while cosmetic surgery addresses those things you might not like about yourself, this kind of gender-affirming surgery addresses something much deeper.
There's so many studies showing that patients who do not get gender-affirming surgeries, their risk of suicide is so much higher. The risk of violence is so much higher.
When Emily started peeling away the bandages, within a matter of days, a new person was revealed.
So you'll see right here on the front of the brow, there's a few millimeters of bone that have been reduced. That's bone growth that would have occurred at the time of puberty. And then the bridge of the nose as well. Before was thicker and protruded much more. A few millimeters of bone really wound up being the difference between seeing myself and seeing a skewed version of myself.
And that 3D model of her skull became more of a bookend on her shelf than a roadmap of a future life.
I now take selfies. What the heck is that? I never took selfies. And then now, post-surgery, it's like I want to take pictures and share them.
Emily now likes who she sees in the mirror, and she is walking to the beat of her own drummer, literally, and in absolutely every single way you can imagine.
It's called facial feminization surgery, and it sculpts those millimeters that can be the difference between self-acceptance and living with the wrong face when you feel you were born the wrong gender. Tomorrow at 5, Paula will take you inside an actual surgery to show you what it takes to make a man's face a woman's face. It is a life-altering surgery that's changing lives for hundreds of transgender people.